Whew. All right. Now here I am in front of my old junior high school. I've been hunting all day. Sorry I didn't capture on film, but I already found my poem. This one, Ode to Nightingale by John Keats. Yeah. Unfortunately, the neighborhood has gone from bad to worse over the last 10, 15 years or so. So I'd feel more comfortable reading this in my car. It's really sad because this used to be a good place. Used to be a great place, actually. But really bad reputation precedes these recent years. So I'm just going to read this from inside here, the comfort of my car, where no one can get to me. It's a long one too, so bear with me. Ode to Nightingale. My heart aches and a drowsy numbness pains my sense as though of hemlock I had drunk, or emptied some dull opiate to the drains. 1 minute past the lead words had sunk. 'Tis not through envy of thy happy lot, but being too happy of thine happiness, that thou light-winged dryad of the trees. In need, in some melodious plots of beechen green and shadows numberless, singer of summer, in full-throated ease. Oh, for a drought of vintage that hath been cooled and long aged and deprived dull earth, tasting of flora and the country green, dance and provincial song and sunburnt mirth. Oh, for a beakerful of warm south, full of true and blushful hippocrene, with beaded bubbles winking at the brain, a purple-stained mouth that I might drink and leave the world unseen, and with thee fade away into the forest dim, fade far away, dissolve and quite forget. Thou among the leaves hast never known the weariness and fever and the fret. Here where men sit and hear each other groan, where palsy shakes a few sad last gray hairs, where youth grows pale and spectre thin and dies, where but to think is to be, full of sorrow and leaden-eyed despairs, where beauty cannot keep her lustrous eyes, or new love pine at them beyond tomorrow. Away, away, for I will fly to thee, not charioted by Bacchus and his pards, but on the viewless wings of poesy. Though the dull brain perplexes and retards, already with thee tender is the night, and haply the queen moon is on her throne, clustered around all her starry fays, but her there is no light, save what from heaven with the breezes blown, through verdurous glooms and winding mossy ways. I cannot see what flowers are at my feet, nor what soft incense hangs upon the boughs, but in embalmed darkness, guess each sweet, wherewith the seasonable month endows, the grass, the thicket, and the fruit tree wild, white hawthorn and pastoral eglantine, fast fading violets covered up in leaves. In mid-May's eldest child, the coming musk rose, full of dewy wine, the murmurous haunt of flies on summer's eves. Darkling I listen, and to many a time I have been in love with the easeful death, called some soft names in many mused rhyme, to take it into the air my quiet breath. Now more than ever seems it rich to die, to seize upon the midnight with no pain. While thou art pouring forth in soul abroad in such an ecstasy, still wouldst thou sing, and have ears in vain, to thy high requiem become a sod. Thou wast not born for death, immortal bird, no hungry generations tread thee down. The voice I hear this passing night was heard in ancient days by emperor and clown. Perhaps the self-same song that found a path through the sad heart of Ruth when, sick from home, she stood in tears amid the alien corn the same that oft times hath charmed magic casements, opening on the foam of perilous seas and fairy lands forlorn. Forlorn! The very word is like a bell to toll me back from thee to my soul self. Adieu, fancy cannot cheat so well, and she is fanned to do, deceiving elf. Adieu, adieu, thy plaintive anthem fades, past the near meadows, over the still stream, up the hillside, and now 'tis buried deep in the next valley glades. Was it a vision or a waking dream? Fled is that music. Do I wake or sleep? Whew. John Keats, everyone. Ode to the Nightingale.